It's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing, it's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
What it do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. We back in the confessional, and yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day. Shout out to my partner, Lucky Wizard Deals. He keeps it lit, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out his YouTube channel. Make sure y'all check out the HiveMindLabs.com link below in the description. You can get that protein powder, man. Use the discount code everydaypj at checkout. Now let's get into it. Now y'all know what's been going on. Word on the street is Diddy and Cassie is going through it. Cassie is suing P. Diddy for $30 million amongst alleged abuse scandal. Okay, she's admitting that he had abused her, made her have sex with prostitute men, male prostitutes, while he watched and filmed possibly. I don't know what kind of stuff was going on, but it was actually going on. Now, there has been a lot of allegations about P. Diddy and his alleged sexual appetite with men and parties and naked basketball and these things. But again, all allegations. I don't know. I'm not in the elite to be there. But just to let y'all know that I will be side-eyeing anybody who tells these stories. So there is some truth left out of it. There's a lot of truth to it, and there's a lot of untruth. So we have not heard yet from Diddy, but there's a lot of pause moment that's been viral on P. Diddy for a long time. So before we go far of me talking about it, let's get into some of the details and hear from some people like 50 Cent and Jaguar Wright. Let's get to it. So here are some parts of the statement that Cassie, the lawsuit that Cassie is suing P. Diddy for. Let's get into it. What started as a whirlwind of celebrity meetings and drug and alcohol-fueled parties, however, quickly turned frightening and violent. Ms. Ventura was also exposed to the intense violence that pervaded Mr. Combs' rise to fame. For example, on one occasion when Mr. Combs and Ms. Ventura were using drugs together in his home, one of his security staff barged in and announced that Suge Knight, a longtime rival of Mr. Combs, was spotted at Mel's Drive-In Diner in Los Angeles. Mr. Combs began to get dressed, retrieved multiple guns from a safe, and ran out of his home to where he believed Mr. Knight was dining. Mr. Ventura became terrified and began to cry. On at least two occasions, Mr. Combs demanded that Ms. Ventura hold Mr. Combs' gun in her purse. Ms. Ventura had no familiarity with the guns and was petrified that the firearm would accidentally go off in her purse. There was no clear reason to why Mr. Combs required her to hold the guns except to reinforce to his young girlfriend that he was violent, powerful, and dangerous. Wow! P. Diddy is a gangster. Now, we know P. Diddy done beat up the football coach before. We know he allegedly, I think Diddy knocked Drake's shoulder out his socket or something like that. Like, P. Diddy. He ran up on a dude as Joker last year or the year before. Now, you know, the owners of Joker was DC Comics don't want P. Diddy to dress as a Joker anymore. Well, it's getting real out here, okay? So, these are all alleged. We don't know this to be true. Now, him running after Suge Knight, I would say that's kind of a stretch. But I'm not going to say anything about the rest of it. I don't know about the violent part. I didn't see it in here, but we're going to get into more of it. Let's hear what 50 Cent had to say.
Like, yo, it's like, yo, so yo, when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we can just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
okay. He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he's like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him. I was like, this nigga, fucking, this nigga just tell me he take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But there's just a little fruit pie. It's a fruit You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there, sitting out there for no reason. You don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Now there is also an alleged story with where somebody went to his house and there were dildos on the counter. I forgot who told that story, but yeah, it has something to do with Puffy and Mace. But let's get into Jaguar Wright. Nobody believed Jaguar Wright when she spoke out about Diddy years ago.
Uptown Records started with 5 people. Andre Harrell, I'll Be Sure, Heavy D, and Puffy. And Kim was the longest working employee because she was there from the very beginning. She was Andre's personal assistant. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only 2 left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting.
Heavy D was found dead, face down in the heart attack. Andre Harrell, heart attack. Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned. You know, they have poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms. And then right after that, Al had a meeting, and I was going to meet up with him because we were in Vegas, and then the next thing you know, you want to know what they all had in common, though? The survivors and the late of Uptown Records, they were all writing tell-all books. Andre was writing a book right before he died. Heavy D was working on a book before he died. Kim Porter was working on a book before she died. And I'll Be Sure was working on the documentary of his life. And then he goes into a coma. Has Puffy ever been in a coma? Has anything happened to him? He must be the luckiest motherfucker, because it seems like everybody that worked at Uptown Records from the very beginning is gone. Just him. I guess Al disappointed.
I don't know. That's kind of a stretch. Those are all alleged, but I don't know. Where there's smoke, there's fire. But let me know what y'all think about this whole situation with P. Diddy, man. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Do y'all believe Cassie, and do y'all think the $30 million lawsuit will go through it? You know, I guess we'll have to follow up as more stories come out. This is fresh news, so we don't have a lot of videos from people. We just have like interviews with different people, and I think you know, like I said, man, where there's smoke, there's fire, and it's getting hot. Everyday people, like, comment, subscribe. I'm holla at you later. Peace.